Do the police sometimes need policing? That's a question many in Houston, Texas are now asking. In a series of cases where officers were fired or suspended for misconduct, 2/3 who appealed to an arbitrator got their jobs back. That's the highest rate in the nation. Randy Kay tonight takes a look at two such cases where police officers were fired from the job and then managed to get reinstated.
Sound asleep in the upstairs bedroom, Indira Paz heard a loud knock. Then a strange man wearing a mask came flying through the door. It happened here in June 2011. The man pounced on her, bound her hands with plastic zip ties, and raped her, all while her 4-year-old daughter lay screaming next to her in bed. When it was over, the man escaped in Indira's car, taking with him jewelry, cash, and electronics. Help came from her cousin, who found and untied her. Indira called Houston police. Officer Alan Sweat responded to the call. Indira says he stayed less than 10 minutes, ignoring key evidence in her home.
His job was to say, you know what, I don't want anyone in the bedroom or whatever this incident happened, because there was evidence in there, and he didn't even do anything. My whole family arrived to the house and they were just looking around, stepping on the evidence, and that's evidence that was lost because of his negligence.
He never interviewed your cousin who found you and untied you. He never examined the dresser drawers that the attacker had emptied.
No.
He never found the broken window that the attacker had come through, the plastic ties that he used to restrain you.
He didn't.
Never examined those. He didn't examine the condom wrapper or even the crumpled tissue, right, that your attacker had used.
No, he didn't. Instead,
Officer Sweat wrote in his initial report that no evidence existed at the crime scene.
In his report, he said he sat down in the sofa and he wrote the report. He never wrote anything while he was in there.
And there was no sofa.
There was no sofa. That's the funny part.
Officer Sweat was fired for negligence and disregard for a victim. End of story, right? Wrong. As is often the case at the Houston Police Department, he appealed, and his case went to arbitration. The Houston Police Union, which represented Sweat at the appeal, argued his failure to search for and remove evidence does not amount to gross negligence. The arbitrator ruled in favor of Officer Sweat, who got his job back, including back pay for the months he was fired. The arbitrator said simply, the police chief did not have just cause for indefinite suspension, reducing the penalty to a 90-day suspension. Sweat's not the first one to get his job back either. In fact, 2/3, you heard right, 2/3 of police officers who are fired or suspended get their jobs back or their penalties reduced. That is the highest rate in the nation. Houston Police Chief Charles McClelland would not speak with us on camera, but his spokesperson told us that while the chief doesn't like the fact that an independent arbitrator can overturn his decisions, it is state law. Ray Hunt is the president of the Houston Police Officers Union.
In our system, we have arbitrators who are outside people who have no dog in the fight. They simply are arbitrators. They may be a college professor. They may be a leader in the community. They listen to the facts and they make a decision as to whether or not the discipline was fair.
What's more important, protecting the police officer or protecting the citizens?
Both. Police officers are here to sworn to protect the citizens, but police officers also have rights and their rights have to be upheld.
But what about these officers? They were caught on surveillance video beating an unarmed 15-year-old suspect back in March 2010. The teenager had been involved in a burglary and was on the ground on his stomach, his hands at his head. Chief Charles McClelland fired the officers, Gaudencio Saucedo and Louis Childress. Both appealed to an arbitrator, and yes, they got their jobs back. The Houston Police Department isn't exactly known for disciplining officers, but when they do, the arbitrators and you fight tooth and nail to overturn that. Why is that?
I would disagree with that too. Our police officers are disciplined every time they violate a policy or a rule. We don't have just slaps on the hand in the Houston Police Department.
This is Randall Callanan.
Randall Callanan is a Houston civil rights attorney. So is the system broken in your opinion?
Someone who it will beat in open daylight with all these other officers around and all these witnesses, beat a defenseless person who's given up totally should not be on the Houston Police Department.
Back at Indira Paz's home, growing concern. If things keep going in this direction, who will they count on to protect her community?
whenever somebody has any problem, they're not going to want to call the police anymore because they're not doing their jobs. How can we trust them in the future? Who can we really trust?
Randy Kay, CNN, Houston.
In reporting this story, Randy tried to talk to the Arbitration Board and the National Association of Arbitrators, but was unsuccessful. And although Houston's police chief refused to speak to us on camera, Randy requested an interview with someone else in the department, but no one was made available.